Yo, 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 it's your boy Shamar. We're back with another episode of the TRT Underdog League. Y'all see me? Okay, y'all can see me. Alright. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. We are back with another episode. We'll go ahead and try to get this ball game over. It's the last week of the regular season. I want to thank y'all for tuning in and riding this ride with us before we start the playoffs. Again, if y'all like to tune in to the rest of the season, y'all can always go back to my page. I have a playlist called the TRT Underdog League. Our coach Buster McThunder. Y'all can always go there and check out those seasons as we've played. Also, if y'all interested in joining the league, y'all just let me know. I'll send you guys the invite. Go ahead and comment your name in the comments. We greatly appreciate that as well. Okay. Alive. Alrighty. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get it. Going all black. Alright.
In the Hoosier state, so prized a possession is the old oaken bucket that I heard of a coach who won it for the first time and slept with it that night. From Bloomington to West Lafayette, the fans look to have their say in this in-state showdown. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Purdue's offense will go to work first. The school known for astronauts, Purdue was in its own orbit, in its own universe the last time, and they destroyed Indiana.
And it was an astronomical butt whipping. Like, they took care of business. They made sure there was no doubt, and they continued to dominate this series.
It was a statement delivered, and the message is loud and clear. Indiana knows they cannot sleepwalk coming into this game.
Finds his man. It's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Smith. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Boilermakers are marching down the field. Hand off from the gun.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Boilermakers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Got it in the middle at Stevens. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. With the catch, it's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Already a solid start to this one. Now back all by himself down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Purdue!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891, alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win a bucket. No, but I mean, I think the history of it's cool, but Jesse, when you make it a trophy game, it's just so much more fun. It's so much more energy. It's so cool. You're going to celebrate with it. You're going to go grab it right after the game.
Yeah, you know, both Purdue and Indiana, they're hoping to add a score, a date, a city this game was played in. Someone's adding a P or an I to the old Oaken bucket.
To the air, it's Montgomery. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Catches it at the 30. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old Oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi trophy, so that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee Corso is, too, because he's also the guy that, when he had a lead on Ohio State, called a timeout, brought all of his players on the field, and took a picture in front of it saying Indiana was beating Ohio State.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Boilermakers are on the move. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
On the ground, it's Stevens. Got enough for the first down and once more. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Come on.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Smith. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
At the 23. That's a first down.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. they've got a first down here to open the period. He might want another play. Off play action. He'll take a shot. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
What?
Chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They booted away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Barker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Montgomery. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Just keep slinging it. Fires left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown!
What route was that?
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The run from the shotgun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. That's caught. It's Ferguson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Ferguson. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Boilermakers have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully gallop.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And the Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard.
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. On the run, it's Stevens. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the old Oaken bucket is on the line, and already the Hoosiers and Boilermakers have given us some impressive moments. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Montgomery. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Off play action on first down. On the run, still looking. Turning it on. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Indiana, 21.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue! Boiler up, and are they ever as Purdue stretches the lead.
Purdue is putting in work. Wonderful job by this offense, putting up points. They're doing everything they wanted to do in this rivalry game.
Purdue is flying high. You got to love the level of execution right now offensively, and on the defensive side, man, they're flying around.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The give is to Williams. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Hoosiers are on the move. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll sneak it. And the Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
The He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's big time to play.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking for room. It's Stevens. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This could be a major turning point in this game. Going for it inside their own 40. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. On the ground, it's Stevens. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the ground, he's got it again. He breaks a tackle. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Unloads to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Montgomery. Wide open downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. They'll run play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Boilermakers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Looking for a man. It's Montgomery. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. I mean, just have a day already. He's right on the cusp of 500 yards through the air.
And I know he did an outstanding job all week long in practice, watching film and taking every rep seriously and personally on the practice field building up to this one, because he's barely made any mistakes today.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Northwestern was able to come away with the win, as they have in Evanston so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy.
Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. He's taking a deep shot
Oh
late in
my
the game.
fucking God, bro.
There he goes. 10. He slides.
What the fuck is that, bro? Double coverage. What are you doing? You missed the catch. Why are you still running?
Way and rim.
this touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. A little screen to the running back. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. The latest edition of the Indiana-Purdue rivalry goes to the Boilermakers as they will boiler up and take home the old Oaken bucket. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
He was hurt. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate y'all. It's your boy Shamari. Make sure y'all check in with the other games as well. I greatly appreciate y'all tuning in for real. Please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have a blessed day.